Check, check. What is going on, guys? I'm Consumer Tech Review, and today I'm going to be doing a full studio tour. So here is the build process, and then I'm going to take you through a tour of it after it's done. All right, guys, starting off, this is what the whole setup looked like before. Now, I recently just changed this. It was actually about one day between the time that I changed it and the time that I wanted to do this setup because I thought it just actually didn't work. So here I am taking apart the secondary desk, or what the main desk was going to be, and then moving my PC out, basically just taking apart this entire studio room, trying to figure out where we're going to put it, and then finally moving the desk out. It's a big process to move all this stuff. This is the shelf with all of my camera gear, and I'm moving that out again because the entire studio is moved out of this room, and we're actually moving it into the living room just because it's a bigger space, and I really got this apartment so that I could focus on work 100%. So I figured, hey, why not do it in the living room? Who cares? We always work anyway. We don't do anything else. So here we are moving the desk, which this desk is actually going to become the overhead desk. So basically where I do all the unboxings, and you can see we have to take off all that stuff. And this was a fairly heavy desk, so definitely if you're going to redo your setup at this scale, you're going to need another person. Then the whole office that used to be is completely vacuumed up, because that's important, guys. Keep your stuff clean. And then moving the workout stuff in there just because we didn't have a place for it. It has been moved since that. And then we're moving the whole living room out. So moving the TV in there. And that's kind of become our little semi-studio, more like a movie theater room. And then we're taking the couch, trying to measure how we're going to get it through this doorway. It was quite heavy. It looks lighter than it is, but it was pretty heavy. My girlfriend's struggling to get it up, or the review guide. You guys should go subscribe below. I will have her channel linked below if you haven't subscribed to her. She does TV reviews. And then finally placing the couch in the right position. And these are electric couches, so they look pretty cool. And it was very fun. It was definitely a really fun, enjoyable process to do this whole redoing of the studio, the YouTube tech studio. So they're removing in stuff like that. It just has a little bamboo stand with forbs on it and some plants. And then this, I spent a ton of time cable managing this out in the living room, and then I completely redid it. So here is us moving the desks because we're actually having them side by side. Two setups for two different channels, Type C Tech Reviews, which is that desk that I'm working on right now, and then Consumer Tech Review, which is this channel on the desk to the right of that. And you can see, you've seen my videos, you kind of know what the setup looks like. You can see how it's forming at this point. All this footage is from months ago, so you can understand that just now doing this video because I figured it was the right time now that it's functioned very, very well. So here I'm attaching that Asus 32-inch monitor to the desk setup, which I originally didn't like because I figured out that that was actually going to become my main desk setup. And you can see here, I'm completely undoing all of the cable management I did to move the whole camera bookshelf into a different place and redoing it all over again. And this is sped up 10,000%. So all of that stuff actually took a couple hours. You can see it's the next day. We're wearing different clothes. And then here, that's where the unboxing desk is, or not the unboxing desk. Yes, the unboxing desk. I don't know what I'm saying, but that's some paper that I used, the yellow paper, you guys know that. And then the little overhead there. And here I am hooking up the lights and everything. I think it looks pretty good. And then this is actually a bookshelf that I got to just put products that need to be reviewed on because I figured that was a good way to stay organized. And then this goes right next to the router and the Wi-Fi right there. And so I'm putting all the keyboards that I need to review there. A lot of those have been reviewed. And then here I'm switching out the monitor for the LG Ultragear, and this is my daily driver that I still use. It's such an amazing monitor. And then I'm doing some cable management on the main desk because B-roll shots and it needs to be clean. And then starting to form what it is now. You can see that orange desk mat. I don't know, I like it. So that was me building it, but now it's actually been like 2 months. Maybe it's not been 2 months, maybe a month since that build process, and it's actually worked really well, much better than the other one that I set up. So let's take you on a tour of it. All right, so probably the most obvious thing, we moved out of the second bedroom for the office, and now this living room is the office. Okay, so let's go through it. All right, so first right here is pretty much where I'm shooting. I pretty much have all of these windows closed. That's out to my little patio thingy. balcony. This is where I have the mic hooked up. It's usually over here, but all of this stuff moves because there's multiple desk setups. Then I usually just sit in this cheap Walmart chair. I have this other light pointing towards the ceiling. This is a Solix light, costs like $5.50. This is a super cheap little setup I have going. It was like 25 bucks, maybe 50 for everything, the stand. This is what I use to shoot the majority of the videos, although I am getting a bunch of more equipment very, very soon. This is a pretty expensive tripod and tripod head. But let's move over to the actual setup. So this is the first setup, and this is for Type-C tech reviews. This is where all the monitor videos that I do. This is the whole background of it. Definitely go subscribe in the link in the description if you want to see all of my future monitor videos. Right now, we're reviewing the AOC monitor very soon. That's why this is up there. Now, the point of this desk setup is that I can easily move in and out monitors. So cable management is super important because it needs to be easy to take in and out monitors all the time, every 3 days or something like that. Once I actually get into routine, we got some plants. This is a super nice Vori desk. I'll have most of the stuff linked below to Amazon for the US, UK, and Canada. Most of the big stuff like the desks and the monitors and things like that. But we got some nice aesthetic, clean, not too messy. And then over here, we got the consumer tech review setup. This is the background. This is the home of the channel. This is on a much cheaper desk. That desk is $500. This one was like 130, 140. It was a really good deal. They're both 55 inches. And the point of this setup is to easily be able to switch out keyboards and speakers and mice and basically everything else. And I really love monitor arms. So I have my daily driver for my monitor, which is the LG Ultragear ultra wide, super nice 34-inch ultra wide. Then I have the PC. Now the cool thing about this is I actually have both of these desk setups on the single PC because I like to be able to switch through them and edit from them. It makes it really, really easy to switch between these two desks. So all of the cables that I need for this setup actually go under it. And then I have a USB hub right here, so I can actually plug in anything I want. And the same thing goes for this desk. Everything obviously is run through under here and up to the monitor. And then underneath the desk, I have a USB hub. Now, on both of them, I have RGBs mounted on the back, but the really cool one is over here because you can see it shines down because it's actually at an angle. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks really cool at night. And then beyond that, I recently just got this. We have the Wi-Fi and stuff just sitting on the floor there, but I got this little shelf for like 35 bucks on Amazon. And basically this is where I keep all of the keyboards and products that I'm going to be reviewing that are currently in that I should go and review very soon. So that's what this is. It makes it really easy to keep track of all the products. This is obviously not all the products that are going to be reviewed, but it's just some of the ones that I want to do immediately. Then over here is the unboxing desk setup. So obviously I move all of the lights over here, but I have this glide gear overhead kind of really nice stand. It makes it super easy to do unboxings. I can literally just put the camera there, done unboxings. I don't have to mount anything to the ceiling. I probably will once I get a house, but not at this point. There's also a little phone mount here, so I can stick my phone in there. We always got that bamboo plant there, a little bit messy, but overall, I really enjoy this space setup like this. And then over here, we do have all of the camera gear and all the other gear. We also have a VR there just for fun. But this is also where some of the tools I need, some of the batteries, drives, things like that. But I'm gonna say overall, I think changing the desk setups, having multiple desk setups has helped me a ton. But I also thought maybe I would give you like a little bit of a house tour. It's pretty messy right now. Let me give you a tiny bit of a house tour. Also, this was super important. These are blackout curtains that haven't been ironed, and they were super nice to be able to control light because obviously it gets super bright in here without blackout curtains, so it was very important to have that. So this room actually used to be the office, and this is currently where the review guide's desk setup is going to be at some point. Right now, it's not fully set up. However, that will be a video. And then we have a TV stand and everything in here and a couch. Currently, we're using a projector, so there's nothing on the wall. But this room basically is where the office used to be, and it's pretty much just a mess right now. We have some workout equipment and some Nerf guns. But for the most part, there's nothing in here. We do have the lights hooked up to the Echo though, so that's nice. Every room in the house actually has a light that is controlled by the Echo. That one over there. Alexa, turn on the living room light. And then the light comes on. So that's kind of nice. Now going into the bedroom, a nice bed, a little bit messy, but in here we have all of these lights set up with the Echo 2. So Alexa, turn on the master bedroom. Alexa, turn master bedroom to 100% brightness. So it's really cool to have these mood lights in here. These were fairly expensive lights. So we have that, and then we got the TCL 6 series, which is one of my favorite TVs for not that much money. And then we have the dining room that is always messy. But guys, that is my full desk setup and desk setup build process and tour and everything. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope it gives some like background on kind of how I do the videos, because I know a lot of you guys actually want to be tech reviewers or just YouTubers in general. Obviously, you can see everything costs a lot of money. I put a lot of the money that I earn from the channel back into it. It is very, very expensive to start a tech channel. So if you guys are trying to start a tech channel, you need to be older or be extraordinarily entrepreneurial to be able to save enough money to start one. I'm only saying that so you guys don't go and waste hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars on tech and then not make it. But guys, remember, I'm gonna plug my Type-C Tech Reviews second channel down below. Go check it out. It's not really a second channel, it's more of a monitor review channel, just because I wanted to keep this channel more peripherals and setups. And I was telling you guys before I was gonna do setup videos and monitor videos, but I've decided I'm just gonna do monitors, screens, all of that stuff. Just Type-C Tech Reviews is gonna be just screens. So if you guys enjoy those videos, definitely go check them out. I put a ton of work in them. But this was Consumer Tech Review, and I'll see you guys later.